Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Roll for Immersion. I am Immersion Diversion, and we are playing some Pokemon Space Odyssey. Woohoo!
Hey, I'm in the wrong place.
I know. I'll just hide Echo's screen so that you show up for Henry, because you're now Henry. Yay! Anyway, thank you all so much for hanging out and joining us on Roll for Immersion. Like I said, I'm Immersion Diversion. We are playing PTU, Pokemon Space Odyssey, or it's Pokemon Space Odyssey, Pokemon Tabletop United, and we were playing on Fantasy Grounds, our VTT of choice. For us, it's easy for making rolls, having maps. I guess you can make maps in there now. Well, that's something I need to try out sometime. For having an initiative, or for showing an initiative, so we can see which order we're in, rolling dice, all the stuff you can think of. I just like using it for that. We have music, as you can hear in the background on Sirenscape, as I will explain for Sirenscape. I gotta thank the Sanity, Blitzit, Glitch City, and Galax for all the music they let us use. Thank you so much, you guys. And yes, we play it on Sirenscape, our a soundboard? It's a soundscape, I guess. I don't know. But basically, it's a library of music and sounds you can use. That you can play in your favorite games and your campaigns that you run. If you'd like to have something, and they have it off. They have an app on your phone you can do as well, where you can like if you're playing in person, you can play them on your phone and just have stuff go. Yeah, I'm kind of doing this a little bit quicker today, because we're a little late, but that's okay. Let's start introducing the players. Sean, how are you? And tell us about Robert and Gizmo.
I'm doing okay. Sorry. But yeah, Robert, he's kind of lost his voice after the contest. Yeah, he's a professor who's been a professor for about 25 years on Anau. And recently just kind of went on sabbatical and wants to now explore the cosmos with Gizmo, he basically his class pet. And he may or may not also have a bit of a turbulent history on his home planet.
That's correct. Sir Who is not here right now, but will be joining us in about probably 30 minutes. They left at 11 because they had some urgent errands to run. But they said that they should be back probably an hour, so we'll see them either at the break or a little before then. But Echo is a android from the planet of, well, technically he's not actually, or they're not actually from Paphomia, but that's kind of where they were there, or that's kind of where they showed up, and kind of got used to living there for about 50 years, I think it was, before going to Rotania for about 20 years, and then back to Anno to meet the players. Echo is a android with he's basically got a he's an android learning feelings, so you could say he's almost an android with a soul. And Navi is his Ralts, that's a ghost type, who Ralts are really good at sensing emotions and stuff like that. So Ralts has been hanging out with him and joined him in his learning escapades. So, but nonetheless, still just becoming a partner nonetheless. So, Echo is a musician as well as a cook, as well as a data machine as they try to learn more about themselves. And then we have Edward playing Adolphin and Luthu.
Hey, I am really tired.
We can tell.
I am really tired.
It's all good. Tell us about Adolphin and Luthu.
Who is Adolphin again? Adolphin
Is
is
it
an elf. He definitely has some issues, which are slowly coming to the fore. Hated the contest that was happening. Absolutely loathed it. Got confused by who won. Thought it was his brother and sister, but apparently it wasn't. It was some other folks. Yes, you know, just what I said just then. and he doesn't. Well, probably a little bit drunk right now. I think, depending on where we start.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot you were in the audience drinking.
Yeah, Delphin's
Yeah.
sloshed right now.
That's
He's a
amazing.
lightweight. Look, he's a lightweight. Okay, that was the first time he had to decide to have a drink.
Can't say I blame him.
Yeah, and then that's right, cause you're what was the name of your phantom again? Your phantom used confusory and flashed the
Shade.
Gathita. Shade, yeah. He's just blinded the competition.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was amazing. I loved that.
Rigged.
And tell us about Luthu.
Luthu is a Zigzagoon, I believe.
Yep.
But essentially, Luthu is Aelophin's support Pokemon, I want to say, basically.
Yeah.
He's fun, he's cute, he's adorable. That's it.
I love Luthu.
Luthu is an ESP.
Yeah, he's a psychic type Zigzagoon.
Emotional support Pokemon, you dummy.
Just so
you.
happens that also stands for ESP, though.
Wow! I didn't even think of that.
Sensory perception, yeah.
Wow!
Oh, today.
Alright,
Well
with,
done, mate.
with that, holy crap, Johnny. Hi, Aura. Tell us about Henry and Eduardo. Holy crap, I didn't even think of that.
I'm so good at this. Henry is a coordinator and a chronicler. As you can see him writing in his book and giving you that sweet glare. He's profiling you, just so you know. He wound up, insert garbled nonsense here, and found these guys in a cave, and he's been hanging with his friend Tedwardo, who he rescued from after.
That's right. We're still trying to figure out where Henry came from.
Don't worry.
I think we know where he came from. We just don't know like how everything.
Yeah, he's from
started.
Durakuro.
Yeah. Exactly. Oh, Sean's gone.
Well,
Well, crap. Let me join Discord quick.
watching the stream, it was really funny the freeze frame that happened on his face.
Okay. Well, let me. Okay, so while we're waiting for Robert to come back, let me fix this quick. Boop. Boop. Nope. There we go. Sorry. There we are. Okay, so while we're waiting for Sean, I'll mention that with all the players, they have made their own Hero Forge characters. I love them very much. As you can see in the bottom left corners of their screens, with the tokens and the Pokemon that they own next to them as well. At least their starters. In Tedwardo's case, that's not his starter, but that was the one he wanted. So I'm like, okay, fine, that works.
Special case.
Special case,
The
yeah.
word is a special case.
Yeah. And with that, I gotta thank you guys in chat as well. You guys can earn rewards by watching, and when you subscribe, you earn double points. Or not, maybe not double points, but it's like 1.5 or something. You earn a lot more from just regular watching without subscription. But you can use those points to give rewards and stuff like that. You can basically use them for giving buffs to their Pokemon throw rolls for catching Pokemon. You can increase or decrease combat stages. You can heal them. You can give them insight or give them an like a guardian, like yeah, like a reroll, stuff like that. You can also give them magic items, which usually are ones that they get from the PTU shop or something we create that kind of works for them. Not specifically towards them, but something that works for them. But you can also use monetary value or monetary donations to donate as well. I would say keep your money if you'd like it. If it helps you better than it would help me, for sure do that. But if you have any extra and you'd like to help out, You can donate like $1 to donate consumable items, which would be like potions, antidotes, repels, stuff like that. $5 would be for a hero point or a jinx point. Those are, in this case, the master balls here or the pokeballs that my players have down there. They can be used to reroll. I can use my jinx points to cancel their hero points, or my master balls to cancel their pokeballs. You can use them to commission nonsense, stuff that isn't in the rules, or they could even use it to reroll their reroll stuff that they want, including Pokemon capture rolls. And they can also use it to keep their Pokemon at 1 HP, themselves at 1 HP, or their enemy wild Pokemon that they fight, or enemy trainer Pokemon that they fight for some reason at 1 HP. You could donate for $10. You could do a plot twist, flashback, or hero card. Plot twist cards are during the stream. We kind of changed things up a bit, and they changed the plot around for that day. Sometimes it might throw something new in. Sometimes, most of the time it just changes things up. Flashback cards are tied to the character themselves. They might remember something from their past, remember something that they brought with them that they didn't know about, or maybe the flashback is a reverse flashback and it's a premonition. Maybe, I don't know. We'll figure that out. And then a hero card.
Flashback light.
A flashback light, yeah. And then hydrate, yeah. I'm gonna take some water quick.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm talking way too fast. Talking way too fast today. I'm excited for today. Hero cards you can use, or they are used to basically one-time powers. They might not transfer over well, but if it does, they can use them. And if it doesn't transfer over, then it gives them basically a 4th hero point that they can use. For $15, you can donate a crit point, which is the GS ball you see on Robert and Echo. It just does exactly that. It uses it's a critical hit on a Pokemon move, or if they so wish, they can use it on a capture roll when they throw to hit the Pokemon to try and capture. It adds a plus 20 instead of the plus 10 that it normally gives for that one. For $20, you can donate a random encounter. It's a random encounter that spawns a single strong Pokemon, almost like a boss fight kind of thing, but at least kind of so it's manageable and not like throwing like 5 or 6 all in one, because that would be kind of insane. But a big boss that would show up, like a tough creature to fight. For $25, you buff a creature. Buffing the creature, give it like extra levels, maybe more attack or defense kind of stuff. Maybe it has a move it normally or it has a typing, gains a new typing, just stuff like that. For $30, you can donate a magic item, or have a legendary encounter happen. Magic items are tied to the player of your choice, and they are created these ones are made to help out the players. And I'm a little I'm a little back and forth. Thank you, Exia Launch, for the follow. And the legendary encounter spawns a legendary Pokemon that the players have to deal with, defeat, get away from, or it could be that they're fighting each other and they just have to deal with it. And last but not least, for $50, you can donate the secret menu item. And the secret menu item is a big change in the story. Sometimes it's given the players upgrades to their ship. It's given the players access to an item that I made specifically for this campaign. It's given it just kind of changes the story a bit, and for the better. Not for better or for worse. It just kind of depends what's happening. And I'm calling them the unknown mysteries. I keep forgetting that. For today's secret menu item, the players had dealt with a group of people called the Great Tusks, or the Desert Tusks, and they had a conversation with their leader. Their leader ended up getting away in a white Tic Tac ship, colored ship, or tic-tac shaped ship, and it flew off towards the southern end of the planet.
It was a tic-tac takeoff.
The players then kind of took a break, and they went and brought Bertrandite back to his home, and they met up with Kate and Millie. Kate is Robert's daughter, and when they brought Bertrandite home there, they brought Millie back there, and then they went back to Cusca to kind of take a break and relax, and just, they needed a time away from the chaos that was going on. So for today's secret menu item, I'm going to have the leader of the Desert Tusks find what they were looking for. That is today's secret menu item. Also, with new subscriptions and resubs, because we've had 2, I need to bring this up. Every time a resub or a subscription happens, the next shiny Pokemon that shows up, whether it's a fossil or an egg or a wild Pokemon, one of those will be shiny in that encounter. So we will have 2, and if we don't get to them today, then the next 2 that show up in the general will also be shiny. So, yes. And with that, I think we can get going. It has been a while. Welcome to the new year, everybody. Let's play some Pokemon Space Odyssey. The next shiny Pokemon to show up will be a shiny. Yeah. Anyway, last time on Pokemon Space Odyssey, the players had been, or the heroes had been taking a break in the city of Cusca. A couple of them, or actually most of them, were training for multiple different events going on. Echo is just training in general because they want to level up their Pokemon and get someone certain evolved. Robert and Henry have been training for a contest that they had taken a part in, and Adolfin has been training mainly just to train up and see what capabilities some of his new Pokemon have and see what they're able to do. Shortly after, Adolfin went to a library to kind of study up on someone who is an expert at ghosts, also called a Hex Maniac. We didn't get too much into that because he just wanted to go to see. Well, he wasn't excited for it, but he went and saw Robert and Henry's contest, and on a dual screen, and Robert and Henry ended up coming out succeeding in their contest. So that's where we start today's game, with us at the contest hall. And I gotta go to find that again. There it is. Is it? Hang on. I'll just do that, yeah. So, Robert and Henry, you guys walk out of the doors, and you kind of go one at a time. There's people that come out from in front of you. They're actually the other contest winners, as each contest was held at the exact same time. Everybody had come out before because everybody wanted to kind of see everyone shuffle out, so all the contest winners stayed behind as the audience left. Or actually, well, I figured it would be something like they would come out, but there would still be people greeting you as you came out, and they're cheering for you all. You hear, like, yeah, Henry, Robert, yeah, and then you hear a couple of the other names. You hear the names, if I can get them up quick. You hear, alright, go Decimus! Oh, Gwen, you're so pretty! You know, like, and then, oh, look at all that sweat, or not, I don't know.
Yeah, look at all that sweat.
And then yeah, so there's and then you hear the all right, Sunwell, oh yeah, that was some amazing plays, and yeah, they're just everybody's cheering everybody up. You would have seen them actually walking in, so let me go pull them up quick as I show you each and every one of these guys now.
Are they all their specific colors because of the contest they were in?
Oh yeah. So first we'll start with Decimus. Decimus was the cool contest winner. He looks
Did he
like
decimate
this.
the competition?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. So this is Decimus. He's wearing a red trench coat with red ruby gauntlets, and he's wearing a face mask with a little like hood with a hat on it. So there's the winner of the cool contest. Then we have the winner of the beauty contest. This one seems to not be actually like on the ground. This one seems like it's floating. It's a little smaller, so it's kind of hard to see her, but she is a fey fairy with blue and purplish, like purple blue wings. And she is the winner of the beauty contest as she's just flying through the air, kind of like
Blowing kisses at people.
yeah. And then last but not least, the one I
That's
think would
lunch.
be in front of Henry. Just a guy retaining his posture. Puts on a pair of sunglasses and just kind of struts out with a cane. This guy is Sunwell. He is a tiefling. As he kind of pushes his glasses up. And those are the 3 contest winners of the Beauty, Cool, and the Smart contest. And then as Henry, you walk out with Robert shortly behind you. The floor is yours. And then Edward, or Adolfin, sorry, it would have taken you a little bit of time, because I figured if you were if you were still sitting in your chair, like, waiting for everyone to leave first and then coming out. So actually,
Well, I think it's more.
yeah,
I think it's more he probably hasn't noticed.
yeah, you haven't noticed it ended.
No, he's noticed that somebody's won, has assumed
Okay.
it's his brother and sister, and then realised his brother and sister aren't here.
Yeah, so you'd still be in the contest hall then, or like in the seating sits.
Well, probably heading towards the exit.
Okay.
The crowd.
Gotcha. So I'd say you shortly after the crowd is kind of leaving, you would show up shortly after, and you see Robert and Henry kind of conversing.
I'll wander over. Hey, Robert, Henry.
Oh, hey.
Oh,
Did you win?
Adolfin. Oh yes,
Uh,
I won mine. How'd you do, Henry? I mean, you were. I guess you were walking out with me, so it's. Yeah.
I won, obviously.
Oh. Congratulations.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
Henry narrows his eyes and then nods.
No, yeah. Things go well. I never really understood it, but
Gotcha.
congratulations, you won.
Hey, thank you very much. I think, well, did we want to? I don't actually. I'm gonna kind of leave it to Henry now. I don't want to decide for Robert. So,
Man, don't put this on me.
if Sean were here, I would put it on Sean. But
Unfortunately for those watching at home, Sean is not able to join us because one, his computer died, two, he's still
ah, okay, yeah, I didn't see that. So, okay, no problem.
We were conversing behind your back while you were doing introduction.
Oh, okay, yeah, gotcha. All right, well, that's okay. I'm glad he's just taking time for himself so he can heal up. So, right,
Yeah, he needs his own Poke Center right now.
yeah. So I think with that,
His
Robert.
own PC.
I think with that, Robert would be like, if you excuse me, I'm feeling a little bit dizzy. I've I'm not used to getting on stage like that, and he's gonna run off to the bathroom.
Okay. See you in a bit. Enjoy.
I mean, I would feel sick too if I just partook in a cute contest.
So yeah, the floor is yours. What do you wish to do?
We'll probably go back to the ship and change.
Oh,
That's gonna be
okay.
my first order of business.
Okay. Sure, I'll come with. What are we supposed to be doing?
I don't know. I've just kind of been tagging along.
Isn't there plan to visit another planet?
I think so.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Oh,
I guess we'll find out.
GM.
Yep.
What time is this?
It'd be like 3 o'clock.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's all I
Yeah.
need to know. This isn't Echo. Wanna go somewhere?
I thought Echo was on the ship.
Echo is currently, training at a gym.
Right,
But
but
I
that
don't
was him
actually
saying
know
I
you
thought
guys-
Echo was on the ship.
Oh, well, yeah, he would. If you guys go to the ship, I'm gonna have him show up at the ship.
It's like, no,
Or maybe
it's
he
more-
did.
it's
I
more-
don't remember.
It's more that Edifin is genuinely asking, didn't Echo want to go to a different planet?
Oh, yes. And then, Robert shows back up after kind of wiping his face off, and he says, "Oh yes, I think Echo wanted to go to Paphomia, back to the planet where he was at, and he was telling you that Paphomia is a good ghost area. Like,
Oh,
yeah, if I recall
uh,
from my notes, I think
well,
According to my
Paphomia
research.
is a graveyard planet. It's almost like, yeah, it's almost like the graveyard of space, if you know what I mean."
I like how our smart contest winner is still on the screen.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
It's very distracting.
I'm glad you like him so much.
I don't know. It's just it's the green hair
I know.
on the tiefling skin. Come on. Clashing
Dyed
colors. Sean wouldn't know the difference.
He dyed his hair. But yes. But yes, he says that'd be a interesting place to go for you to think out open. You might find a hex maniac there.
yeah. Let's
Well,
do
it's
that.
settled then.
Let's head to a different planet.
Ooh. All right. So as you guys leave and go head back towards the ship, you guys meet. Oh, sorry.
Wait. We need.
Whoop.
Whose number was it we needed? Henry. Oh, you're just beside me. Sorry. Didn't we need a number of somebody?
Yeah, wasn't it that rock guy we saved?
Was it?
Was it? You can't
I
expect
don't
me to
know.
remember this. I've only been with you since you've been on this planet.
Yeah, and I was also not capable of joining for a bit. So I can't remember. I know we need to get somebody's number.
You were, I believe.
Well, Robert.
By the way, this is Edison playing drunk, trying to remember that.
Yeah.
Trying to implement that. We need to pick up the sheriff's number.
Let me just see if my notes say.
I think we have Roscoe's number already.
Roscoe
genuine
was
question?
Roscoe McQueen, the whatever
Oh.
the hell the best of the best.
Yeah,
are on the
Roscoe was the dwarven cowboy man. He was the he announced himself as the champion of the planet.
planet. Champion. Gotta get used to that terminology.
He was
is he
the
sheriff dude?
he's the sheriff guy, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was gonna say some mystical shit like Guardian.
Nah.
And my axe.
If
Jonathan,
I
it's still playing the I know we need to get the
Yeah.
number Sony, but I can't remember who it is.
I think it was because it has been a while since we last played. I think you were trying to find the number of a let me turn that down a bit. Of a hex maniac, or you were just trying to find out who would be able to help you with your ghost stuff that you're trying to look up.
No, actually, that was just me. That was me
Oh, okay.
actually becoming the type ace ghost. I wasn't actually looking for it.
Gotcha. Oh, that's right. You wanted to talk to someone before you took the class. Okay, that's right.
But I have already taken the class. I'm now type ace ghost. So.
Nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think that would have to be something we ask Sean maybe later. But I'm pretty, and then that's something I gotta write down from now on. But yes, I think, yes, it was either you guys were looking for the number of, because I think you guys either wanted to talk to Roscoe.
Okay, so basically what I'm saying is I am reconverting Sean's words into if we leave the planet, do we have the sheriff's number and Bert's number?
Oh.
I'm just converting
Oh, and the
that
bird.
into
Yes, Millie.
Okay, that's
Yep.
what I'm doing.
Yeah, and Robert would say, "Yeah, we have the numbers." Sorry, that was me trying to remember. Like, yeah.
No, I'm happy to hand wave it and say that we pick it up at some point. I'm just turning it into roleplay. That's it.
Yeah, I gotcha. No, I think you guys got his. I think you guys got Roscoe's number back when they were trying to, back when you guys were trying to help Robert and Henry, because when they got it, when it sounded like they crashed over the phone, you guys went together to go to the thing, and he gave you his number afterwards.
Yeah, during the Tremors incident.
Yeah. And Millie, you would have gotten her number after, or at least she would have given it to Robert after dropping her off with at Bertradites. So,
Cool.
yep. So you're good.
Fine, we're good then. We have
Okay.
both of
Audi
them.
5000.
Sounds good.
Hey, Delphin, are you good to walk by yourself?
Yeah, I can walk.
Prove it.
Walking now. You see me walking? You walk, you stupid.
Doing his own little teeter dance.
It's yeah. I mean, he's not stumbling. He's not stumbling, but it's not straight at all. It is. He's doing an S across the across the sidewalk.
He's doing a dangerous tightrope walk where he leans heavy to the left and then leans heavy to the right.
Oh no.
Either that or
There's
he's
no-
flailing
No.
very
No. Edafin doesn't lean. It's all It's all straight. He doesn't lean at all. It's just the movement is.
Oh, his movement pattern.
His movement.
I'm sure
movement
Luther
pattern
would
is,
love that.
An S shape. There's a-
Actually, yeah, I think Luther is kind of
Right.
following your. He's kind of zigging and zagging in your path, almost trying to follow your steps. Or she, I mean, sorry.
Swaying to some internal music, yeah. Basically, it's good, yeah.
Alright, so you guys make your way back to the ship then?
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright. When you get to the ship, when you three get to the ship, you find Echo from the west as you guys are heading down from the north back to your ship. Or to the west also. I'm sorry, he's from the he's coming from the east. You meet up with Echo, and he's like, "Oh, hello there."
Hey, Echo! And Ethan goes to put an arm around Echo's shoulder.
Echo looks to Henry. Is he okay? As he hugs you.
No, I'm not hugging.
Oh,
Henry just stares wide-eyed and slowly shakes his head no.
okay.
I'm fine. It was really incredible. You're an android.
Yes, I am.
You have feelings. You're a person.
Oh, that's kind of you. I'm working on it.
It's weird. But cool.
I'm learning. That's what Navi's here to help with.
Love is cool too.
Navi.
Hey, do you want to go to different
Ralphs? Huh? Sorry, what?
Do you want to go to a different planet?
I would love to go to a different planet.
Let's go to a different planet. You want to go to a different planet? Turning to Henry.
Sure.
Let's go to a different
have no
planet.
other business here.
Where are we going? Where are we going?
I suggested Paphomia. We can also. I also wish to see Kitav, as it's the birthplace of androids. Maybe I can learn something about myself.
You're a pilot. You decide.
Well, I woke up on Paphomia, so that's technically my home.
Well, Echo, I don't care where we go as long as we get Captain Lushy to bed.
What? What? Sleeping.
Now, Adele.
We-
You'll never feel better without a good night's rest, and it's gonna be a long trip anyway.
I'll sleep when I fall asleep.
Sound point. Sleeping
He just
sound
falls asleep
point.
standing up.
Is that
No,
ship supposed to be doing that?
Hey, pilot, captain. No, you're not the captain. Echo.
Yes, I am
You
Echo.
decide where to go. 'Cause you're a good pilot. You decide.
Okay. First, is the ship supposed to be doing that?
Doing what?
Doing what?
As you look over to the ship, the arms that you saw before that were taking the ship apart to go replace some stuff, it seems to be doing it on its own. And it's taking the ship apart, and it seems to put something in the ship, some big mechanism that just guys hadn't seen before. Puts it inside of the ship and slowly puts it back together and just finishes like nothing happened.
You know all of that?
Echo, you know the schematics of the ship better than anyone else. Where did that go?
I don't know. I wasn't looking at the schematic board like how I was when I put the hydrophonics in. Let me take a
Can you
look.
not put it in
Can
there?
hold Adolphin, please.
I'm fine. I can stand.
Oh, sorry, my bad. And
Edison sort of lurches away from Echo. I'm fine. I can stand. And just stands there, just swaying very slightly.
Perfect
yeah.
Michael Jackson lean.
Quite
He
happy,
uses
but
his
close
psychic powers to keep him at an angle and hold him up.
Psychic powers or psychic ankles?
Psychic ankles or angles. Anyway,
Ankles.
skankles. So yeah, Echo will walk over to the terminal he was using to put the hydrophonics and the Pokemon PC in, so you guys can swap out your Pokemon at your ship whenever you wish. And also the healing center, I guess. Or actually, I forgot if he put the PC in or if he put a medical station, but through holding onto the tail. Man, that's a strong Zigzagoon. But yes, so yeah, he goes over or they go over and look, and oh, that's interesting.
I don't like the sound
What's
of
interesting?
that.
We have a warp jump in our ship now.
What's that?
You can see Echo going into his, like, looking up to try and think if he can think of it, and he also kind of types on the terminal to see what it does. And he says it's a ship part that makes it so we can warp 2 spots. Think of it like using the move teleport, but in space, and we can go from planet to planet.
Oh, cool. So we can just go in the ship and air another planet.
Yeah. There's a catch.
Okay.
Because when you exit warp drive, you never know what will happen. So you could exit warp inside of an asteroid field, or exit in a inside a planet. You never know. But usually they're well tracked. This one seems to be well tracked. So I don't think we'll ever appear inside of a planet. But I guess
That could be fun.
yeah, going in a planet. So back a couple sessions ago, this was the secret menu item that it's a warp jump that gets you from one place to another in one day without needing to go the extra amount of days. However, if you decide to use the warp jump and not go the regular amount, then automatically you have to roll on my space phenomenon chart that I've got. Almost like a Perils of the Warp kind of thing for a warp jump.
Oh no.
So if you need to get somewhere quick and you use it, you can decide where you want to go, and you'll get there as basically instantly, but as soon as you exit, you have to roll D100 to see what happens.
That sounds like some psycho shit right there. I'm having flashbacks.
So like instead of rolling the D20 day by day to see if you roll a 1 to then roll on a D100, you then have to just get the roll on the D100. You just roll a D100 for that.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a give or take, succeed and fail kind of thing.
Edward, the player, understands everything you just said and knows
Yeah.
exactly what he wants to do. He wants to keep pushing that button as much as possible. Elephant, though, doesn't have a fucking clue. This is not his thing.
He's just Echo just says it's a interesting, so to say, as he looks to Robert Gizmo. It's an interesting tech that will let us get places quickly, but bad things could happen because I don't exactly know what'll happen when we exit. He's just looking to you guys.
Will it get us there quickly?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, Delphin, let me put it in layman's terms for you. Our ship just learned to teleport.
Oh, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we use it?
How do I explain this one? So you know how teleportation works, right? If
We have them at home.
Yeah, if you teleport to somewhere, if you teleport an object to somewhere, and there's already an object there, what happens?
Well, you make sure there's no object there, because otherwise it would be stupid.
Okay, so how do we know where we're going doesn't have an object there already?
Well, the likeliness in space of running into something is less than 1%. Probably even less.
What?
Echo?
Sorry.
Oh wow! Fuck! I felt that. I felt that. I felt that echo. Oh, that felt familiar. Edifin though Edifin is still looking confused. Why would there be anything where we go? Where we go? I mean, doesn't it not automatically know if there's nothing there?
You know what? You're right. Maybe we should sleep on it.
I'm not tired. Let's just go. We'll go.
I wish to go as well.
Yeah, let's go.
Just get it over with. Echo, come on, let's just go.
Robert, let's go. Robert's like, yeah, I'm he's just thinking like, I could find some interesting stuff if we just find something in space that no one's found before. So all the merrier. He's just kind of excited to see where we all decide to want to go. And yeah, you guys get on the ship. And it probably takes a little, like, 10 minutes to get everything set up. But no sooner than later, you guys launch. Oh, music stopped? I don't know. Anyway, let me try this.
I mean, we are on the ship, so...
Yeah. Well, I was playing onboard space music, so... And you guys head back out towards the atmosphere, away from Gilead, and you find yourself back in the atmosphere outside of Gilead, like exiting the atmosphere, and you're back into space. Oh, it's like you're back into space.
Spies!
Let me turn that back up then. Alright. So, we have... Oops. Yeah,
This feels like a world map screen.
It is. I'm gonna bring this up. I gotta find it though. What the heck? Oh, there we go. For you guys. So, actually,
Now I feel like I'm looking at the map of Star Fox.
you guys
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes, there was a big familiarity with that map, and now you've said it. It clicked. Thank you.
I'm chock full of them.
So you guys are over at the left, or at the right, sorry. Over in Gilead. You guys went from Anno and left to the Anno space station, which is the right in the middle of the screen, that space station there, and you went to Gilead. So now you're now leaving Gilead. And where did you guys decide you want to go? Baphonia is down at the bottom middle on the left side in the Helix Nebula. There's Kitav, which is at the top. In the Tri Nebula. Those were the two that that Echo was suggesting.
Well, which one was Echo more inclined to go towards?
I think it was Baphonia, wasn't it?
I think it was
Then let's do
Baphonia, yeah.
Let's do that then.
Sounds good.
Warp
Next stop,
drive ready.
Performia. As I said it wrong because he always says it wrong. No. Yeah, are you using the warp drive or not?
Well, might as well test it out.
Alright.
I know what Ed wants. Ed wants to go push big red button.
Yeah, we push the big red button.
Edifin kind of goes, yeah, sure, it's do the teleport light thing.
Do it.
Here we go. I gotta re-find the chart again. I think it was right here for tables. Yeah. So,
Show me disaster.
there we go. Yeah. Alright, so as you hit the button, I'm gonna just do this right now. As you hit the button and you guys start seeing it says warp drive engaged. You guys start hearing, or not hear. Well, it's almost like a whirring sound, like some. It's that new ship part you saw get put in. It's almost like when you kind of walked in, you saw this now big black box attached to. It was almost like a second engine attached to your engine.
Oh, black box, cool. Then
Yeah.
they can find out what happened when we die.
I'm presuming this ship already has a black box, but you know.
This is like it upgraded onto the engine that was inside. So it's like there are actual turbines, but this is like on the big part that's in the back of your ship. But yes, as you hear the whirring and it slowly gets louder and louder, you can see out of the front of your window the stars almost seem to be stretching, and then all of a sudden they're lines and you guys are on the move. You guys, there's a little bit of a lurch, like it's like almost like someone hit the gas as hard as they could while you guys were standing up. But it's very brief, so no one falls over. You're all good.
No,
All right.
Adelphin falls over.
Oh, you do? Okay. Adelphin just
Henry
starts
Of course he does.
he falls over and starts rolling back.
Henry laughs.
All right. Either I can roll, because I can roll and click on this chart, or if one of you guys want to roll a D100.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
All
Yeah,
right.
go
Roll
for
me a
it, do it.
D100.
10. What did I do? What did I do?
Okay.
Something fun.
Yeah. As you guys, it's kind of interesting because
TPK!
something. You all die. No, just kidding. Okay, yeah. I'm trying to think of this because I'm like, okay, hang on. I'm gonna roll something quick. This is for me. Sorry.
Now I feel like I should be doing some gummy ship battles.
Okay, so all right, 13. Okay. Hang on. No, I need to look up something. It won't take long. I spelled that wrong.
After laughing
There you go.
hysterically, Henry picks up Adelphin. Or at least extends a hand to him to help him up.
Oh shit.
He'll take your hand.
You alright there?
That was weird.
I mean, yeah.
Oh,
I'm not
I
sure
think
what
it-
you were expecting.
No, hold on. And Adelphin runs to the bathroom.
There it is.
Sorry, I don't know why this isn't working. I'm trying to find a Pokemon. Okay, so that worked. Okay, yeah, I guess it's just the type of Pokemon then. Okay, I'm gonna have to actually look this up online. Because it's not showing my types in there. Okay, I got it. So, as you guys enter, you know, as it kind of almost feels like you're warping through a tunnel of colors. Like all the stars, they were white, but then like when you've hit warp drive, you are now in a tunnel. As you can see little exits as they fly by. There's one's blue, one's red. They look like little points of interaction. And you had the clock in and on the where, you know, which one you'll have to exit on. So it won't, you'll exit in about probably 2 hours. It's not like super instantaneous, but it's better than you'll reach there within the day. it's not going to take you like 3 days or 4 or 5 like it normally would. You will get there within the first day. It'll only take you like 2 hours. But yes, you see these almost like more tunnels that look like branches off of a tree, where the tunnels look like, you know, like where you can head down them to go that way. Almost like a water current in the ocean. Like if you could see one of those. I think technically you can see them if they're just right or something. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah. So yes, you end up seeing one that looks purple, and Echo says, "Here we are exiting." And as you exit, all of the stars and all the colors start to go away, and it's
All the tubes become dots again.
yeah, exactly. And right as you exit, you can see Hyphomia in the far back. It just looks like it almost looks like a purple like sphere. Like it's basically see-through. You can see stars through it on the other side. It looks somewhat similar to your planet, Adolphin, of Zyzipso, except on Zyzipso, the entire inside, when you exit the planet, is like a giant cosmic cloud. So, because on your planet, the inside is the mindscape where you live, and that's where you can create everything. So the land that you live on inside of your planet is the mindscape, and then the outer layer is kind of the what did I call it? It was the sorry, I have it on World Anvil. Yeah. Sorry, Feudal World. Oop. There's Zyzipso. Oh shit, did I not? Oh fuck. Oh, I didn't finish it. I guess I think I wrote it somewhere, and I did write it in the thing, but
I think you wrote it to me. Please have a look at my notes again. No, there's just a lot of messages. I think you wrote it to me.
oh, you know what? I did do. I know. I did them on the map. I just haven't filled them in yet, like in description wise. So I do remember doing that though. I can do that really quick now that I know what I did. Basically, it's essentially there's a mindscape, there's a limbo kind of area, and then there's a spot where people can't enter your home, but they can still go to. It's called it's the mindscape is the outer layer. The dreamscape is where your home is, because you use your dreams to kind of create the land. And then that's the shadowscape is the other side, kind of like where it's too far.
Mushrooms do your people eat?
Yeah. So it almost looks like the mindscape outer layer, but there's no dreamscape on the inside. Welcome to Paphomia.
It's a lot more dreary than I thought it would be.
Oh, just wait till we pass the atmosphere. And
It's a lot more familiar than it is. Elderfin is less slurring. He kind of probably he chucked up most of the alcohol.
Gotcha.
Feeling better, buddy? Henry's got this shit-eating grin on his face.
Have you got any
As
water?
if this wasn't his first rodeo.
Have you got any water?
Plenty.
Oh, yeah, it's over there. Sorry. The elephant wanders over the kitchen. The kitchenette. I think would be more like it. Get some water.
Before you turn, as Echo flies in past the atmosphere layer, that's actually hiding what's being seen beneath, and what you actually see is, and let me go pull up Paphomia quick.
A city where all the buildings are mausoleums. Got it.
Let's planet pictures, ghost. You see, okay, so first I guess I could show you this. So Ooh, it's extra small. So this is what you see at first. It's like it just looks like a bubble with nothing inside of it. But then as soon as you get past the first, as soon as you kind of get past that layer, you see a planet that looks like a skull. And it's way too big.
I was going to say a planet that looks like a black screen.
Yeah, it almost looks like a skull.
Oh. Oh wow.
Echo on the stream. Oh. Welcome to Paphomia.
Neat.
Then, suddenly, as suddenly as you guys see the planet also come into full shape, a giant rock just soars past your ship, enough to throttle it, and it seems to be heading towards Paphomia. There's no... You're still technically outside of the actual atmosphere. That's just kind of the outer layer protecting, like almost like a mirage. So there's no and there is no resistance in space. It just kind of flew past you. It is a giant white crystal. Probably about the size of your ship.
Oh. Neat.
Oh, am I echoing?
Wow.
But was it just suddenly doing that, or? Ooh. Maybe if I hide that. How about now? Is it still doing it?
I can't hear any echo on the stream, so Skilly, I try refreshing Twitch.
We'll go ahead and wait. So.
Oh no, okay. I did.
I don't hear it.
Oof.
What?
You know what? Well, I think that's a good time for a break anyway. Oh, it's fine now. Okay.
I was gonna say I'm not hearing any echo on stream.
I was waiting to see what Schoolie said, yeah. That it might have been a Twitch thing then. I don't know.
I guess
That
Twitch.
was weird. Anyway, so yeah, with that, I guess, I don't know if you heard that, Edward, but a giant white crystal the size of your ship flew past.
I did.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I did. I was paying attention. I'm able
Got
to
it.
bounce between several.
Okay, just wanted to make sure, so. Cool.
He's a
All
GM,
right.
of course he can pay attention to 40 things at once.
I'm still trying to be a GM that can do that.
It's a skill. It's a skill.
And I'm just a
All right.
lowly
Well-
gamer whose eyes dart across the screen 40 times a minute. That's my skill.
With that, we will take a little break. I think it is a good time to break time with that. Don't go away. We're just going to be bathrooming, snacking, getting waters, and stuff like that. So, if you
got him.
Yeah. If you guys need to do anything while you're going, go and get yourself some kind of snack for yourself. But we'll be back in probably 10 or 15 minutes. Don't go away. Hello, everybody, and welcome back from the break. Sorry, we're still on the Space Odyssey. That one. Anyway, the players just witnessed a giant crystal float or drift past their ship, heading towards Paphomia. Can I get you guys to make a focus check?
Oh, it's heading
Focus
towards
check.
Paphomia.
Yeah.
Okay.
I need you guys to make a focus check.
Where's my spreadsheet?
This
There it
one's
is.
for...
Now
oh,
I'm
shit.
the drunk one.
So this one's for Robert. And this one's for Echo. Ooh, 5 of them. Ooh, okay.
Oh, let's see if I can beat that.
Good.
22.
Okay. So, Robert and Henry, you think it'd be a good idea to follow that crystal? Adolphin and Echo. Echo's the one driving the ship, and he just says, I don't want to crash into that ship. I have a place in mind. We can go check it out later.
Did you just
Adolphin, you get a bad feeling from the crystal. Because I'll say, since you rolled higher than Echo.
I get a bad feeling from it.
Almost as like
Let me
it's got a
just-
bad vibe.
Yeah.
Like something was trying to get your attention.
Did this crystal happen to look like a Tic Tac?
Does it?
No.
Does it leave any psychic residue as it floats by?
Roll me.
Because
Actually, yeah, you can. You know what?
Because I can see.
Yes.
I can see psychic residue. So
Yes,
does
it
it
does.
leave anybody gets left behind? Okay.
Almost like the crystal is like deteriorating, but it's not. Like only you can see this. Kind of like if you imagine smoke coming off of tea. Like a little like
You mean
light
steam?
steam, yeah.
Yeah, I'm imagining sort of like a comet.
Yeah.
You know how a comet
exactly,
leaves
yeah.
a trail behind it as it moves
Yeah.
away from the.
I guess, yeah, that'd be the best way to explain it, because comets do leave trails behind them even though they're in space. So yeah, almost like a faded, like, barely visible comet trail.
All the while, Henry and Robert are just like, ooh, pretty.
Yeah. Oh, I'm just looking at all my stuffs because I've got a whole bunch of psychic shit going on right now. Pushed. Barriers.
If you wish to keep looking at it, see where it's heading.
I want to try and figure out what it is.
That would be
I'm trying to see. I'm trying to see what I have.
yeah.
Do I get the sense from this thing that it's? Well, if it's leaving a psychic residue, that tells me that it is either human or a Pokemon, because only humans and Pokemon can leave psychic residue. So,
If you want to make some kind of check, you tell me what you want to do. Pokemon rolls would be Pokemon education.
don't know
Hey,
what
I've
it
got
would be.
that.
People would be general education. And stuff that is like with ghosts and like stuff like that, that'd be like occult education.
think I'll use.
But I'll do a occult in this situation too, if you'd like.
Think. Well, so what was it? What was it again? It was general, occult, Pokemon.
General, occult, or Pokemon.
Yeah,
I'll make an
that's
occult
all.
roll.
You're charmed by it, mate.
Yeah, you want to follow it.
Of course I do.
Yeah. Problem is, none of those things actually help me. I'll do occult.
Okay.
Actually,
This will be a very difficult check.
I need to ask something of our wonderful GM,
Yep.
and it's very important. Is this mesmerization technically produced by a move?
No.
Okay.
This is just like
Because
it's
if
like
it-
a mind effect.
If it was, I would be immune to it because I have a mutable mind.
What does that do again?
Basically, any side effects from any ghost, dark, or whatever attack, psychic, the status is... I don't get hit by the status.
Okay.
It always does.
No, this is not from a move. This is from an almost like a trait kind of thing.
Okay.
But you don't know what it is, so that's kind of why it's going on.
So kind of like the,
This is going to be a master check.
oh boy.
Technically, that focus one
And-
was also
sorry.
a master check.
Sorry, Neil. Quick
Yep.
question. Telepathy capability. What is that?
Telepathy capability.
Yes.
Well,
'Cause I only have one. I've got. Oh, hang on a minute. If I switch. this
should
up
be
into-
under other capabilities. You can put in, like, there's a telepathy.
Here we go. Okay. No, this is
Oh.
fine. I only have one capability reference thing, so I have to keep switching it out. All right. So I have, because of various different things, I have the telepath feature,
Okay.
which means 2 AP swift action. I have to use that. I gain the telepathy capability for the rest of the scene.
Okay.
So,
I will say you can use it
how
But-
far away is it?
right now.
Yes.
It's halfway between your ship and the planet, so it's probably about
I need
like.
no,
No, I know.
I need I
Um,
need meters.
how high is the Earth's atmosphere?
Hi.
I know. I just.
Thousands of feet. So
It's,
it's okay. It's very it's really far away. Don't
Yeah.
forget it.
I was gonna let you do a what was I? Either focus or intuition to do it as soon as you felt the psychic residue.
I would absolutely choose focus.
Yeah, make a focus check.
On
This
that.
is going to be a master check, which it means you have to roll 21
Let's roll
or
21.
higher.
Okay. That's doable. Tough, but it's doable. Me. Because intuition would that be doable? Yeah, that would also be doable, but I'd have to roll really well. Focus, I'd have more of a chance to do focus. 23.
Nicely done. Alright, as soon as you see the psychic residue and you feel the pull, you kind of turn on your telepathic ability and you lean in to hear if you can hear anything, and the only thing you hear is come to me, help, and that's it, because that's how far, that's as what you get as far as it breaks off before it's halfway into the earth, or halfway towards the planet already. It seems to be, actually, yeah, you'd be able to see it from here. It seems to be heading for the eye of the skull.
Okay. Elephant's now very confused. So is the player, actually, but Elephant's a bit confused.
Well, there was the trajectory it was going. It was
Yeah,
like,
yeah. No, it's not that. Elephant got bad juju vibes. And then heard, come to me, help. And he's now looking at Henry and Robert and they're going, oh, we need to go to it.
Adventure.
Echo? Oh, my head.
Yes, Adolfin.
Let's make me feel okay. Can you get close to that crystal?
I can try. We can land near my friend's place and then head there. It's fairly close.
To the crystal. Can you get close to the crystal? The one that points out.
You guys watch, or he goes and looks over, or they go and look over to see the crystal. And he says, "Oh, it's heading for the eye." You can see right now, as soon as it hits the atmosphere, it gives off a light, almost like how when magnesium burns, it like shines. So it's like but it's like it just gives off a light. It's almost like now there's just a flare falling towards the.
So would we be too late to get close enough to it?
No, it's just what you just see is it. If you you could follow it in. It's just going faster than you are going in through space. So you see this bright light happen, and then it hits the ground and makes a little like
oh, so it's already landed.
It's gone that fast. Yeah, it's now landed.
Oh, okay.
When you because
gotcha.
Echo had looked over and he said it was heading for the eye socket.
Yeah, sorry, I thought we had a little bit more time. It actually, wow, it went that fast. Bloody hell. Okay.
And yeah, it seems to have stopped though. But it's kind of like if you see like a light in darkness, it's still pretty dark. Like there's not really a lot of light around there.
Yeah, Echo, don't land near it. Just hover over it.
Okay. And yeah, he will kind of fly.
How are you feeling, Henry?
What?
How you feeling?
Sorry, I was looking at the pretty gem.
Robert's also just like, ooh. I do like that.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Pretty horrifying.
And Echo, as they start to pull in, and he kind of lands near the, or they kind of land near the nostril, like on the side bridge, of where the nose would be, in between the nose bridge and the eye socket.
Well, no. So
Oh.
I'm going to explain. I'm going to say to Echo, hover over it.
Okay. I gotcha. And yeah, Echo will kind of fly over it and hover above it. How far would you like me to hover? And I might have to make a roll for him, because this would be like a little bit more of an expert move, just trying to hover above something. So, what would you like me to do?
Can you get me about 10 meters away from it?
I can try. Yeah, he's going to make, or they're going to make a. I could do tech education or focus, because those are the two I was gonna do. But I think yeah, he'll make a focus check to see if he can hold steady. This is going to be a probably an adept. It's not too difficult. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, he got it. Yeah, they just fly right over and immediately just kind of get right into position. 10 meters above it, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, you're 10 meters above this crystal now.
So, I'm presuming I'm getting this correct. Telepath is for the scene. I'm presuming we're still in the same scene.
Yeah.
So again, I'm making a lot of presumptions here, so please tell me if I'm wrong. Because of telepathy, I can cast my thoughts towards into the minds of trainers and Pokemon.
Okay.
I wanted to. So I'm going to cast a thought towards this thing and ask it, what do you need help with?
They're coming. They're coming for me.
Who's coming?
The collective.
So I'll look to the other three. Hey, Henry, Robert, hey, Robert!
Ah!
Yeah.
What?
Hi, come back to me. Do you guys know anything about something called the collective?
No, but it sounds interesting. Actually, I'll have him roll, and... Actually, no one knows. Actually, you know what? I'll roll anyway.
How about you, Henry?
that
Do you know
would
anything
be
about the collective?
General education.
Sounds like something out of the Y-Files.
No, I've never heard of it.
Was that a cult?
Well, I rolled the same occult or education. Yeah, you can roll
No,
occult.
that's Henry asking what
Oh.
is that? A cult?
Occult or general. So yeah, you can
Not
roll
occult. A cult.
A cult.
Oh,
Is it a cult?
Henry is asking a Delphin, what is that? A cult?
Oh, to Edward.
To Adelphin, yeah.
Or to Adolf.
I
Sorry.
don't know.
What do you
Not something
ask?
I know of. Hey, at least look. That thing down there points towards the deck because that's where they are. Because the thing is below us right now. That thing there says there's something called the collective coming after it.
Adolf, make me another focus master check.
Okay.
You were the first to connect with it now, and so now it's been long enough we're just gonna try and... Ooh.
Not quite. Oh,
You
hang
feel
on.
the-
Hang on. Have I got bits and pieces? I do have bits and pieces.
Okay.
What do the Pokeballs do again?
The Poke what?
The Pokeballs. What do they do again?
Hero
They-
points.
Oh, yeah, they're hero points. So you can re-roll,
I'm gonna re-roll.
and you can also use them to, like, commission ideas and stuff. Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna re-roll
You use them, re-roll.
because that was a shitty re-roll. That was a shitty roll I just rolled. Oh god, that's evil! Oh no, it's not worse.
Damn!
Roll is like my charm. Pathetic. That first roll.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. You feel the pull again. So a little stronger, but since you are closer, it says, "Come, help. The collective's coming. A shard."
Okay, now I know. No, I'm going to project my thoughts to it. So I'm not talking to anybody. I'm talking to it. Now I know you're actually trying to tempt me. Stop it and just give a sort of verbal slap, sort of mental slap to it. It's not anything psychic in that regard. It's just
Roll me an
a
intimidate
sort of
check.
mental connection. Okay.
You are inaudibly barking at this thing.
I am inaudibly barking at this thing. Yes. My intimidate is not going to be great against this thing, which is extremely powerful. Oh fuck! Okay.
Not
That was higher
bad.
than I thought it would be.
I actually didn't say what it was, but I think 17 would be the one below it. Yeah, so you still would pass. I would have said expert. So yeah, you just barely passed. You don't feel anything towards it, but you do hear a screech.
Okay, Echo. Let's go to your place.
Help!
Quiet.
You all right there, Delphin?
Oh, hi. Sorry. Yeah, no, I'm fine.
You look kind
I'm
of
fine.
disgruntled. Did you get into an argument?
I don't know.
That's all I need to hear.
Alright. Echo says, I think it might be a good idea to land the ship. We might, if we're any more longer here, I might have to reserve some
Yeah, Echo.
gas.
Let's go to your place that you originally thought of. Let's go to that. Echo.
But I think it'd be a good idea to land here now and
No.
walk.
No. Echo? Go to the
Yes.
place that you originally thought of.
Roll me a command,
Oop.
as he's gonna do an opposite command. Oh. Actually. Ooh, his is not that bad. You be at
I want
12.
to see if I can try and compel him as well in some way. I'm not quite sure how. I can read his thoughts, by the way. I can switch to
Oh,
reading
yeah.
his thoughts if I want to. I'm not going to do it just yet.
Yep. Just let me
but
know.
I can
I
switch to
guess yeah.
reading
Just
his
let me know whose mind you're ended up reading. So when you
Right
do.
now, I'm still paying attention to big crystal psychic thing downstairs. And I will re-roll this if I can't be a 12.
Help. Ooh, nice.
Haha, that +2 helped.
Can I spend my hero point to make Echo reroll?
You can't spend it on other people. You can only spend it on yourself.
Damn it! Such a good idea, though.
It was a
Unless
good
somebody
idea,
in
wasn't
chat wants Echo to reroll.
No.
I could use my Master Ball to make a reroll. I'm not gonna do it. That's
Sure.
fine.
Which I will then re-roll my re-roll.
You can only
you're
use
not
it
allowed
once
to
on a
cancel
reroll. Yeah. No, that's fine.
I was gonna say you're gonna use your other Jinx point to cancel out his cancel out his hero point.
To cancel out a 0 point. I should have done that earlier, but I was kind of excited to see what happens, so that's fine. Yeah, he says. Well, he just is like, okay. As
Go
he kind of
To the
regrets.
place. Go to the place you thought of. We can come back here.
True. You are right, and he kind of lifts off away from it, and you hear, "No, come back, please."
Be quiet.
It just breaks away as you get far enough away that you can't read its mind anymore. And
All you hear is the faint screech.
you know what? As you're pulling away, I'll say, if you guys wish, roll me a perception check.
Well, I'm good at those.
It's still kind of it's still kind of under the ship, so when you pull away and get to see it, I will say this is a expert.
No, impossible.
I guess it's a good thing I'm an expert in perception.
Alright,
it's
so
actually
you need to roll a
possible for me. I
17
only
or
have
higher.
I only have 2d6. It's impossible for me.
Ooh.
I would like to re-roll that.
Ooh, you're using your hero point? Alright.
I might as well.
Your Pokeball?
I want to see where this thing goes. God damn it.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah, you're too blinded by the light still being given off by the crystal down below. As there's just the brightness of a magnesium just happening in the darkness around. And now that you get a better look, there's actually dark clouds kind of in here, almost like a darkness kind of wafting in. This place, Echo says, this place is the he would have mentioned this before you guys got in close. He says, this place is known as the Cavern Abyss.
Neat.
Yeah. All right.
Intriguing.
So Echo pulls up and heads towards what you can now see from almost kind of on the outskirts of the Cavern Abyss. There is a tower. Actually, it goes past the, like, where you were on the bridge, kind of in the abyss, like kind of where you kind of like more towards the eye, or more towards the bridge of the nose in the eye, like from the center there. You kind of head towards the edge, like this way, and right in the temple of the skull, you see a giant tower with scarves kind of wrapping around it. And there's like, it's almost like it's got little points from the below the canyon kind of poking into it, almost like how some rocks are held up by little points. Like if you see a canyon, you'll have the big rock on top of a little spire. Then it's confusing on how that got there. This thing is attached to 3, kind of holding it in its place. And
It's on a tripod.
basically, yeah, a tripod of rocks.
A tri-rock.
And there's a bridge connecting one side to the other. And Echo goes and lands on the side, because the other side, it's not big enough for his ship, or for the ship. So he lands down on the ground. And yeah, he says, "Alright, we are here. Welcome to Performia."
I'm ready for some Scooby-Doo shenanigans.
Thank you, Elephant.
Actually, not that theme. I want to get a theme for Performia now, but let's do. You know what? Let's just go back to that one. Though not the one I was just on, but the creepy, because the creepy music in general, I think, is a good one for it. So.
Oh, wasn't that Mount Pyre? Or is that a different one?
What the first one we were playing?
Yeah, the first one.
Yeah, it's Mount Pyre from 3rd Gen.
I thought so.
Yeah. Oop. Keep playing. It's going slow, so it's keep thinking when I'm doing something else. Okay. But yes, so you see this giant tower. It almost looks like a one of those, and you might have read about these kinds of towers, Adolfin. They are. Why aren't you playing? I clicked you. It's one of those like it's hard to explain, like a Chinese pagoda tower, where it almost has those lips that kind of curl out. It's one of those towers, but it's a gigantic and very tall, with a bunch of scarves and well, not scarves, more like tapestry kind of wrapping around it. And there's a big torii gate just sitting in front of this tower as well.
For all of our Poke fans at home, think of either the Burned Tower or Sprout Tower from Johto.
Yeah. If you want to search the burn tower, the spout tower, Edward, so you can know what we're talking about. I think you know what I'm talking about.
I
But,
have an idea, and I
yeah.
have a pretty active imagination.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
that's fine.
Sounds good. Yeah, so it's got like So you just see this tower, and he says, "This is my friend's place," or should I say, the owner of this. And he pulls out his little lantern that you've seen him use every once in a while.
Okay, well, let's visit your friend.
Okay. Be careful. They like to. Oh. He'll say they like to be grabby. And he starts walking towards the bridge.
Adolfin will hang back.
Okay.
He'll just he'll hang back and let everybody go in front for a
Gotcha.
moment.
Okay. 1 second.
And as soon
Yeah, there we go. No, you're good. I was just looking up something.
as he's out of sight of everyone for a moment, he stops walking and basically starts panting and shaking.
Ooh.
Hey, Dolphin. You right?
Yeah, he's out. He made sure that nobody saw him.
Yeah,
Oh.
so you would have kept going. He kind of slow walked so everyone passed.
He slowed down a bit and just and at the moment where nobody's in sight, he stops and starts panting and starts shaking. And spends a good 30 seconds just trying to get himself back under control.
Luthu just is looking up at you. Takes a code.
Well, never thought I'd have to use my stuff like that before.
Zigzagoon? He now sees you kind of realizing the situation. He's like, oh, Zigzagoon. And he kind of rubs up against your leg. Trying
It's okay. I won't have to do that again in a hurry.
Hang on 1 sec.
Good music choice, by the way. This
Oop.
is
Yep.
really setting the scene for me.
No problem. I'm sorry, I'm rolling something for someone. I know you were falling back and waiting for everybody to like move forward and not see you do this, but were you trying to hide that you were doing it also? If so, I need a quick stealth check.
I suppose yes.
Okay.
Suppose
roll
I,
me-
yeah, I suppose I would be.
Okay.
Like, yeah, this is the thing. I suppose I would be hiding that I would be slowly slowing down and just letting everybody walk ahead of me. So I suppose this would be subtle in this regard, but it is
Okay.
still hiding.
So roll me a stealth check. You don't have to worry about any of the other. This is just something I was rolling and I just thought of this now. So
No, it's okay.
cool.
Fuck, I'm rolling well.
Yeah. So in your
Like Fantasy Grounds rarely rolls well for me.
in your panic and Luthu trying to console you and comfort you, you don't see this, but then you hear something in your head. Is everything okay?
I need to check my features here. Because I have a thing about recognizing when I'm
Mm-hmm.
something or other.
I will say you probably recognize this voice because I think you have talked to this being before.
Neil, I just realized.
Telepathic awareness, that's what it's called.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a feature. Telepathic awareness.
You would know where it's
No,
coming
that-
from
no,
too,
that's not
right?
what it is.
Would you know where the telepathic thing that's
No,
talking
it's
to you is
it's.
coming
I can't remember what it is. It's either an edge or a feature. When I'm because of something, I automatically know. Oh no! It's when I'm being manipulated. I automatically know that I'm being manipulated by certain
Oh,
stuff. That's what it is.
okay.
That's what it is. So,
So
the
the-
fact that it's this, so being the voice in the head, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Well, in this case, you know you're not being manipulated, and you're actually being comforted.
Spoken. I suppose that's manipulation as well.
Oh,
But,
sorry. Well, comforted and
it's a,
talking to, yes.
it's a kind. It's a form of manipulation.
Got it.
Mind reader.
Ooh.
That was it. Mind reader is the one that allows me to automatically know about it.
Okay.
Doesn't matter either way. That's not it. There's nothing in this regard. Do I reckon? You said I recognize the voice.
Yeah. I will say yeah. It sounds like Navi.
Oh. Oh.
And when you look around, you can see Navi standing at the front of the bridge, not having gone with Echo. And then she kind of waddles over to you. Navi, is everything okay? As you hear that in your mind.
I suppose you would have noticed. Everything's fine.
I know
Everything's
this. I know this place can be a little intimidating. But this place also has its beauty as well. This is where I met Echo. I actually met him in a mansion as Navi just kind of points her arm up in a direction past you to the west. There's a mansion that way that we met. I found Echo standing in a corridor, just kind of standing there. I was keeping an eye on him. He stood there a whole year. But we managed to show him the beauty of this place.
I'm sure this place does have beauty.
It was Janice that showed me Echo, and Lamprine helped him as well along, as she points to the tower.
Keep an eye on Echo.
I will.
For any compulsion to go back to that crystal.
That light we saw? Okay.
Yes.
I'll keep an eye out.
Shall we go?
Luther just like Zigzagoon, and just kind of like
Yeah.
starting to,
Right.
now that he sees you're happy or she sees you're happy, she's kind of like pawing at the back of your leg to kind of like, you know, try to encourage you to move on.
I can only imagine
I'll pick
Luthu
up
as
Luthu.
Yeah.
a Galarian Zigzagoon. Tongue hanging out and everything.
Nice. And yes, as you make your way in,
Well,
or towards the tower.
I think
oh,
Luth,
sorry.
sorry. No, carry on. But I think Luther would sense that I'm not fully 100%, but I'm at least capable of functioning.
Gives you a lick on the cheek when you pick her up. As you guys head towards the tower, Navi just says, "This planet is a place for the dead. Yes. It's a gathering for the souls, mainly the ones that they find out in space." And she kind of points up in the air as you guys are walking. It is difficult because it's always night, so make me a perception check. Not
All
a
of us?
difficult. No, just you. Everyone has gone forward.
Jeez, okay.
Sorry.
I'm just aware I'm
She's-
taking up quite a lot of the
No, I know.
role-playing
This will
space
be
right now.
quite a bit. It wasn't that difficult. Basically, what you see is something similar to the cloth that you had found before, but just kind of floating across the skies, as you see. Just sheets of clothing. She says, "Those help the souls return here." Or not return here, but they bring the souls here so they have a home.
Well, I was curious. Now I am actually curious.
Yeah. And actually, now that I remember, you have actually seen these before because these were the Reaper's clothing that you saw when you were on Anno that were working on the spaceships. They're the same colors. They're like tattered brown clothing. Brown and black clothings. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. They're just floating through the sky. Kind of minding their own business as a couple groups fly this way, a couple groups fly that way. Yeah. And welcome back, River.
Hi, hello. Yeah, I would have arrived earlier, but my mom decided to, go to 50 bajillion places first.
All good.
Sounds like your typical mom thing.
Yep.
There we go. Alright, so with that, you have now arrived to the and just to kind of catch you up, River, we are now on the planet Pophomia.
Oh, we're back home. Oh.
Yeah, we're back home. A giant white crystal drifted past your ship and landed in the what did I call it? The
Eye socket.
Yeah, the eye socket, the cavern abyss, basically the skull eye hole, the right side. And you were trying to land the ship next to it, and Adolfin convinced you to go land at your friend's place, which now we're at the tower.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Do I need a skill check in order to land it?
Nope, you already landed it.
You already
Everyone's
landed.
off. And yeah, then Adolfin, you quickly catch up to the group as you guys reach the front doors.
It's also River or Echo, whichever you want to be in right now. Probably the first time you've ever seen Aelfin be, I'm going to say commanding, but demanding.
Oh. Okay. I got you. Okay.
Basically, he was kind of commanding you to leave the spot. And you failed the save, or the check, and yeah, you guys decided, we'll come back here. And yeah, you're like, okay. Alright. Going up to the front doors. They are closed right now. It's a big set heavy doors, almost like big giant, like I'd say about 10-foot tall, 10-foot wide, or like almost like a wooden gate. That's just, it looks thick. Echo, you know the site so too familiar. You know which place you're at.
I got you. I got you.
This is the Canyon Temple.
So, Echo, this is your place. Do you know what to do?
Yes, give me a minute. Echo reaches behind her backpack, unlatches, like the lanyard, and reveals like this gothic-looking lantern. And just holds it up to the door, and I'm going to make a occult education with my signer feature.
Yeah, do it.
Do it up.
Ooh.
Whoa, okay.
Your lantern
Nice.
lights up bright, and you just hear a click and an unlock sound, and the doors just slowly just grind on the ground and open.
Then Echo goes right behind the backpack, relatches the lanyard with the lantern, and it walks in.
Elephant looks at Henry Robert.
Robert just like, after you.
Same thing.
Okay, let's go together, I guess. Alright. As they like, he's kind of watching you to like, yeah, step by step. You guys walking together, and the inside is just, the inside's actually very pretty. It's like a it's hard to tell, but it's got the giant red pillars kind of holding up the skylight as you look up, and it's like 50, 60 feet tall, maybe even 70. It's hard to tell because it looks like it just keeps going. But in the rafters up there, there's definitely cloth pieces of tapestry just draped upon the rafters up above you, almost looking like torii gates themselves. And some just draft, like, almost like as they hang, they kind of curve, like, around what looks to be like a pedestal in the center of the room. Almost like, well, not a pedestal, it's like a floor, it's like a stairway that leads up to it. But it's almost like, it looks like the room of a what are those scarf dancers? In a circus, they dance on the ropes, but the scarves?
Well, trapeze artist.
Yeah, trapeze artist. It looks like the room of a trapeze artist. But it's more or less cloth.
Cool.
Echo looks around, reminiscing the 50 years or so of being in this place. It's unchanging, to say the least, but it's home, I guess.
Oh. You're the one that's knows this place? You show us in. Show us your home.
Yes. And Echo would show them around, pretty much.
Okay. There's nothing much. It's basically just a big tower. It is fairly wide, so it does have the occasional like a mirror like setup for like makeup and stuff like that. There's a the kitchen, but it more looks like a guest kitchen. It's fairly empty in here. You realize you would think this doesn't look much like a living space. Adolfin is what I'm saying this, because Echo, you know exactly what this place is. You've been here before, and you know the reason why there's not a lot of stuff here. But you know that people come here. There's like a praying spot, like one of those what are they called? You drop the coin in and then you ring the bell. Except the bell's rope is also a scarf or piece of cloth.
Yeah. Echo, after, giving a rather quick tour, you said there's an upstairs and downstairs, if I remember correctly?
No, it's just straight up. Like, you look up and about 50 to 60 feet up, it just looks like a tall ceiling.
And then there's a prayer mat and all that other
Yep.
junk.
Yeah.
Then Echo would just get on for prayer. You said in front of the prayer mat there's a coin thing?
Yeah, it'd be like where you make wishes and stuff. You pray to the gods for your wishes. You throw the coin in, you shake the bell. I forgot what they're called, but an altar. There'd be an altar.
Yeah, so...
Do you mean a shrine?
A shrine, thank you. There's like a shrine, yeah. Like
so it's like
a
coin
donation.
thing, which is what?
It doesn't look like
Oh,
it's like
shrine.
coins per se, because you know that there's not a lot of people on this planet. It's mainly Reapers. But, for Echo, you know it's mainly Reapers on this planet. So there's not much use for money here, but there are definitely like spiritual items and stuff that look like they've been like placed on the table on the shrine.
So, what would Echo would notice, but I want to have the audience know as well. What are the steps exactly of worshiping or praying?
For she would have taught you. The first step is to place your signer object on the shrine.
Of the lantern, right?
Yep, the lantern. And then essentially light it. Basically, yeah, just light the lantern, but not hold on to it this time. Like, usually just hanging onto it and using it for knowledge. It's basically, yeah, just using the lantern to kind of summon as a not a summon. It's like what do clerics use? It's a holy symbol. You're kind of using it as a holy symbol.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So, Echo would stand on the mat, unstrapping the lantern, placing it right on the shrine, and then lights it up, and I guess make another call to education.
There's no need. And Adolfin, you can see this as well as everyone else can see this as well. Out of nowhere, from behind one of the pillars, comes a piece of cloth that almost like dances on the wind as it goes through the loop of the lantern and kind of connects to the other pillar and kind of lifts the lantern up into the air.
Okay.
It starts glowing, and the lantern that was now lit, it was white at first, is now purple. And you all here in the room, it's a familiar warmth. Welcome back, Echo. And now you see some other tapestries kind of shifting in the wind. Some of them don't even look like there's no wind in the room. That's what you feel. There's no wind here. And yet they're blowing.
Echo would nod and says, yes, it has been some time since we have last spoken. My compatriots here wanted to, well, come to my home plate, one would say.
Okay. It's like, Echo, what have you been up to? I see, but I don't hear you all the time through the lantern. I see you've met some friends.
Yes, I made some friends and allies alike.
Are we all hearing this, by the way? This
Oh, yeah.
conversation?
Yeah.
Okay.
Henry, can you make
Thank
me
you.
an acrobatics check?
Acrobatics? Ah, crap.
It's a 2d6, isn't it?
Yes. Yes, it is.
I believe in you.
10. I have got to stop rolling 10s.
Okay. You, without making a sound, because you didn't see it coming, get lifted into the rafters by a scarf.
When I said I wanted to be hung, I didn't mean like this.
Hey.
Eh.
Well done.
Nice. Applause.
How have you been, Echo?
I've been well. It's been a journey, but I'm still finding my way within this universe.
Echo?
You you turn around, you don't see Henry anywhere. Oh, also you don't see Robert.
Edison just points.
Echo looks, sees the lack of Robert and Henry.
Edison points upwards.
And it looks
Because
up.
he would have seen that. It's obvious.
Yeah. Alright. As you look up, roll me an acrobatics check.
Oh, good lord.
As you say, Echo!
Okay.
Good luck.
What can I do about this? What do I need to beat?
17.
Don't tell him.
Okay.
Not possible. Not
Okay.
possible.
I still want you to roll, because if you roll doubles max, I count that as like a crit.
I would need to roll a 12.
Okay.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah, you
I
get
thought you were
roll
almost-
eight. What's doubles? But it's not the wrong. It's not the right doubles.
Yep. Yep. You just get yanked as you
Get out
say,
of jail
Echo.
this time.
Look, oh.
Okay.
Unless the scarf is grabbing you by the mouth, then it's more like.
Yeah, that's true.
No, this just grabs you by the gut kind of area, so they just lift. It just lifts you up, and then
Just
Echo
lifts
you.
me up.
Yeah.
Okay.
As you yell, Echo! Then Echo, yeah, you knew exactly what was gonna happen. So you just gonna look up and Robert, Edelfin, Henry, Kate would have stayed on the ship for now. She's not sure what to think of this place, so she's kind of keeping an eye on the ship right now. So,
Understandable.
but yeah, your friends have been lifted into the skylight, or into the ceiling, basically up there in the rafters, where where most of the cloth is being represented.
Oh.
Your friends are so much fun. They make so much noise.
Yes.
Would you mind?
And then a gentle cloth comes down next to you, Echo. Would you like to join your friends?
Like Echo knows what's about to happen anyways, even if they said no.
She kind of
And
gently, almost hoists you up from behind, almost using the scarf like a chair. Your legs hang off the tassels part, but it curves enough where it's got a grip on you and it lifts you into the skyline.
Why Echo's a great performer. All this practice.
Henry, Robert, and Adolfin, you guys are all tangled up in this cloth, almost like a spider web. But your heads are free and you can speak. Roll me a perception check.
Everybody?
Everybody, except... Well, you know what? Yeah, everybody.
Sure.
what is my perception?
I was gonna say except for Echo, because he's seen this before, but I'll say what.
I was gonna say, you probably would know where to look.
Oh, that's
Well,
a
it-
lot of ones, Henry. Oh my
At
god.
least it
Wow.
wasn't a 10.
This is true.
This one
I
isn't
got it.
difficult. I'll say 13. Okay, yeah, so Echo got it. Adolfin, you did not. Let me roll for
No.
Robert.
Kind of surprising.
I'm effectively
Oh.
just laying there like a ragdoll cat.
Oh shit, I rolled the... Well, I rolled an 11, so yeah. It just didn't pop up on the thing. But, yeah. Anyway, you guys don't see it except for Echo, because you just saw it. You could see kind of, now that the tapestry is kind of like, almost like weaving like snakes, kind of in between each other, you see the eye of just a black beady eye with a white center sort of almost pop out behind one of the clothing, and then it kind of disappears, and then it shows up in another area. He's like, "It's good to see you again, Echo. Would you like some tea?"
Is it a Sinis tea?
Yeah, I would love to have some tea.
Alright, as some scarves go down and come up with a set of tea, like a tea set, and you see that one of the teapots, or there's two teapots on this set, and she goes, "Oh, shoo you," and she kind of almost like flicks it off with the scarf turning into a little hand and going and as
I
it
would've
just
said
flies off and
manipulating the tassels of the scarf just to
Oh, yeah.
move like fingers.
oh yeah, true. I guess it'd be like carpet from Aladdin, where he just kind of flicks it off and goes ting, and it almost falls down as it catches itself and just floats there, and a little head with arms pops out of the top of the teacup. It goes, or teapot. It goes. What was that one name? It was Sinis Tea, and then it was
Sinistra.
no, it was the evolved
What are you
one.
talking about?
Polter Tea.
Poltergeist?
Poltergeist, yeah. A little ghost pops out of the teapot. And it's
Okay.
like,
Adolfin is using telepath again because of shit that's happened recently. He doesn't trust anything, and now this has happened. The telepath is now active again,
okay.
and he's
Read.
looking. It's being directed everywhere, including at Echo.
Okay. Echo, what are you thinking right now?
Echo is more or less thinking about how
As these tassels
happy-
are pouring tea.
Yeah, Echo is happy that getting tea from an old friend, pretty much.
Yeah. She likes how you like. She makes it how you like it too. With honey. I think you like honey. I don't know. I think that's kind of what she knows what androids kind of. It's almost like it's what they call their fuel in my world. It's called honey. It's like an orange fuel. But yeah, so she kind of has some on her, and you see her pour some of this honey inside of your tea.
Orange antifreeze.
Next to every one of you guys, you see a little eye pop out of the tapestry, and you, Edward, or you, Adolfin, immediately get the mind read from the eye. And, well, you all hear...
Well, I have to... Well,
Oh,
I
you
have
have
to direct it.
Okay, sorry.
I have to direct
Okay,
it. But,
then yeah, you just hear, "How do you take your tea?" as an eye shows up in front of you through the clothing, through the cloth.
Echo?
Yes.
Why is there an eye looking at me? And why am I held in cloth?
Well, Echo would take a sip of tea and looks at you. Can you, looks straight ahead and goes, "Can you unwrap my friends a little bit?"
Oh, of course, Echo. You know how I am with first guests.
Oh dear
I mean,
God,
you-
please don't drop us.
In fact, I did it to you the first time we ever met. And then quickly as it started, you guys get unraveled, but
Thank you.
still almost like the same way that Echo is kind of being held in a tapestry in the cloth. There's just a single piece of cloth you guys are all sitting on, almost like birds sitting on a telephone wire. And the almost as if the curtains are getting pulled away, you find what looks to be a being wrapped in purple, blue, white, and peach clothing with a wizard's hat, or like with a witch's hat on top. It almost looks like she's got hair covering her entire body, but it's all made of cloth.
Oh, I know what this is.
And then a little
Oh.
cloth comes out the top of her hat, and just kind of comes in and waves, and she's like, "It's nice to meet you all. My name is Lamprine."
Okay.
You see this massive, like, it's a... In the terms of sizes for D&D, because they also have them in here, she is huge. She's like, it's 20 by 20, so she's 20 tall, 20, not wide, it's like, she's 20 feet tall, but it almost looks like, you know, like, walking into a theater, like, with all that curtains. And she just greets you. "My name is Lamprine. I have made a pact here with Echo."
Ah. This...
Would Henry know about legendary Pokemon? No, sorry, not Henry. Edelfin. From all your studying about Pokemon and stuff. These would be like a Legends type of thing. Like, if... Like, kind of like a... Not normal Pokemon.
Hmm. Wait a minute, I have to think about this.
I will say you do see a lot of psychic residue, like a lot. It's almost on all of the tapestry around you.
Okay. So basically, if I look down, I can just see like I'm just covered in
All the
shit.
all the
effectively.
all the scarving, all the scarves.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's all one thing.
I would say, what were my focus on application? I'd say no.
Okay. So you don't actually know what this thing is.
I mean, it makes more sense to me that Adolfin wouldn't really know what this is.
Yeah, I'd say you
He,
probably guess.
he recognizes Pokemon, but he
Yeah,
doesn't recognize.
you would
the name.
recognize Pokemon or being because of the psychic residue.
Mhm.
Or actually, yeah, the psychic residue. It would tell you if it's human or Pokemon, right? For sure.
It's a Sonic Sight. Yes.
Okay.
They leave a distinct psychic residue, so I would know if it was
Okay.
human or Pokemon.
You know that this is a Pokemon. And I think
Pleasure to meet you.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. We'll go down. Pleasure to meet you too. As the hand, this giant hand, comes over to you and kind of sticks it out to greet.
I don't know if alone you can tell if it's human or Pokemon, because each human or Pokemon leaves distinct psychic residue, so it's very...
Yeah, I mean, I recognize that the psychic residue is going to be from this creature because I see it on the creature
Yeah,
and on
but,
me. So
but I don't think you can
connection.
tell if it's human or Pokemon.
Maybe not. I mean, it depends
Okay.
how you want to word it, but I just know that there is psychic residue being left behind.
I will
I
say
know because I also have psionic sight.
Ooh.
Yeah, there you go.
I would say
You would say
because
this too.
you don't know about legendaries, you would not know about this, but you give the feeling Pokemon. You just don't know what.
Yeah, because there's a whole thing about I would need to know their signature
Yeah.
in order to identify the type of psionic. So
Well, now you can.
Unless you ask Echo directly.
yeah, well. Yeah, Edifin is still a bit like, okay. You're not
Speaking
going
of-
to try and enthrall us?
Oh, heavens no. I have more fun letting people try to enthrall me. They're not successful at it, but it's fun to see them try. She kind of like, the thing you're sitting on just starts waving, gets turbulent a bit, but then slows down.
Echo will pipe up. Many people have tried.
Just looks at you, Echo. Looks back at the massive beach. Adolfin would have taken the hand and shook it as well.
You look over
Very
at Henry while
soft.
it's waving.
Almost silky.
While the scarf is waving with us on it, you look over at Henry. He's just like, he loves the occult, man. He's all for this right now.
That's fair. Name's Adolfin. Been traveling with your friend for a while. Or rather,
I know.
met your friend recently.
I've seen you through his lantern. I just haven't heard, so I didn't know the name. It's good. It's
That's
nice to
not at
finally
all
meet
creepy.
you.
Okay.
Every time he uses it, he gains a little bit of knowledge that I know. It helps him figure stuff out, and every time he uses it, I can see through it. He's used it quite a bit.
Edifin looks at... What was her name again?
Her name is Lamprine.
Lamprine. Looks at Lamprine. And looks back to Echo.
She kind of almost plays with her cloth hair, almost like combing it with the tassels.
And just looks back to Lamprine.
Speaking
Interesting.
of, I forgot this is technically a Pokemon. I gotta reroll its typing, and it's technically a shiny now.
A shiny legendary.
Yeah.
Your mum's a shiny legendary.
Well,
That sounds like a reverse insult on the playground.
It does, yeah. Your mum's,
Mom's
a shiny, legendary. What?
Tell you what,
it's
No.
the most-
it is not a shiny. because I forgot that Echo, you'd already met this character or this Pokemon before, so it technically existed before this happened. So this will not be the shiny. However, I will give it the type change because it is technically a wild Pokemon. So, because I made it as it's there. So, someone roll me a d20.
I'll do it.
Oh, I wanted to do it.
No.
Do I-
Let Echo do it. Let Echo do it.
Okay. Okay, yeah, let Echo do it.
Yeah, this is his thing, so let Echo do it.
Okay, 1.
12.
Oh, 12. Okay.
At least it wasn't a 10.
Ooh. That's fitting. Okay, cool.
And what would it be?
You'll see. And actually, in this case, I'm going to add the type.
I wonder what typing I rolled for.
Because this was sudden, she kind of starts. She's like, "Ooh, something feels chilly," and the thing you're sitting on starts to get a bit cool, almost too cool. And then it disappears, and you can kind of see her playing around with her scarves as they almost freeze in place, and like actually start to get some ice on them.
An ice type.
Yeah. And then she melts it down. It drips down into the flooring. And she kind of aims for the Sinistea that she flicked down there, and it drops into it. And he's just or not Sinistea. Poltergeist. Just like starts lifting up the thing and tries to pour himself out a bit just to get the water out that's at the bottom now, because it'd be like mixing water and oil, and it just, if the oil was alive, I don't think it would like that much. So it kind of gets out of the teapot, pours out the water, and then he gets back in it and closes it, and it just floats off. Refreshing.
Echo just shook their head a little bit, and then sips of tea and goes, "My compatriots, friends, whatever you want to call it, they want to explore my the one that I call."
Oh, but of course. This is your home after all. You're free to travel it as you please. Janice.
Who was that? Who was that? That one lady,
Are you talking about Janice?
Janice. Yes.
Janice had to take leave from the planet for a little while, but she should be back. Maybe within, I think she said, a week? She had some business to do. You know, champion stuff.
That is understandable. She could take anywhere from a week to several months.
She made sure to let me know. Well, actually, she didn't even need to let me know. She just kind of went. I was able to see it through her lantern. Her hat almost does look like it's got like a little like, it's not just like a witch's hat. It kind of almost like sits on her like a gesture shoe. How it kind of curls a bit with the bell, you know. Except there's no bell on it. They just kind of curl out and down. It's like to a point. So it almost looks like she's a lantern with a lantern herself. A little flame. Or not a flame, but like or actually, yeah. Now that it's ice type, I'll say there's like a blue flame in her eye. This pupil turned into a blue flame.
Real quick, I'm gonna pull out Navi, and Navi's gonna sit on Echo's lap, of course. Yeah, it's a given. And bringing out Navi, and Navi looks at the one that a legendary sense rules the planet, in your universe, right?
The ones I make. They don't usually rule it. They just kind of think of it like this. I have all the legendaries. Like, if it's part of the planet and there's a legendary that's not ghost type in this sense, I would type change it to a ghost type so it would make sense to fit the world. In this case, this is a legendary that I made. So they're not a normal legendary. This would be like essentially if like how Dialga, Palkia, and Giratina, they have their own part of it, you know, on Earth.
Oh, I got you.
But
yeah, I got you.
in their case, they have control of space time and the opposite in the mirror realm. In her case, she's just a Denzian or whatever. I forgot what the word is, but she's just a
Denizen of the dead.
denizen. Yeah. She owns this tower, and she keeps an eye on things, but she does not own this planet.
I got you. Yeah. So Navi would still know.
But she would essentially be a higher power, yes.
Okay. So Navi would definitely know about the one that's of the owner of a tower, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Navi gets all happy about it.
You just see a hand come out of nowhere. She smiles over to Navi and almost essentially grabs Navi off your lap and kind of like almost juggles her on the on the scarves. Kind of not even really paying attention to it, but you know she's in good hands.
Yeah, pretty much. Echo just let it happen, and Echo will look at her friends and says, "Do you guys want ADT?"
Yeah. I'll take some tea. As Robert's like, I've never had tea from a ghost place. By the way, the color of the tea almost looks like the same color as the Sinus tea. Or the poltergeist. What was that? What was that, Adolfin?
I shall have some tea.
Okay. You gotta drink the tea, and there's a thickness to it. Almost like a consistency of honey, but it's slightly less. And it's almost got a flavor of... It's not a strong flavor of grape, but it is hot. So it's like a hot grape tea. But very light. Yeah. She's like, ooh, I'm glad you like it. Now, as she kind of lowers you guys from the ceiling, but keeping you in her scarves, as she kind of lowers you towards the shrine. And she kind of, it almost looks like she's kind of laid back in her own scarf in her hair, as she kind of leans back and lowers her down with it as she's still juggling Navi. I haven't seen you for 20 years, Echo. What is it, what do I owe the pleasure to being able to see you again? And what was that sound I heard outside? Very distracting. And interrupted my sleep.
I am very sorry to ruin your sleep. We won a ship through what was it, a lottery, Adolfin?
Ooh.
Yes. I'm still waiting for that one to come home to roost.
Sounds exciting.
Yes, and my friend, I wanted to visit you once again and chat a little bit. It's been
Agreed.
one too many years without talking to my old friend. I'm scared.
She looks over at Henry. She says, You're new to the party.
Yeah, no, I'm just a straggler.
A straggler indeed. She kind of gives you a funny look. Anyway, please, make yourselves at home. Tell me, what can I do for you?
Looks at Echo will look at the three of them to see if there's anything that they want.
I will just look around.
Of course. And she gently, almost like turning the scarf you're on, kind of almost like a slingshot, sends you up into the air and kind of catches you and makes you slide down the scarf as if you're sliding down a slip and slide. But you land on the ground perfectly fine, keeping everyone else in the air still.
Oh, okay, that was. Oh, that was enough.
And then she, without you noticing, kind of drapes next to you and says, unless you thought being in the air was more fun.
I am good.
She kind of like does one of these and like,
I am fine with that. If I want to be in the air, I can do it myself.
ooh,
This
confident.
this Pokemon
I like
is reminding me of Yuko from Holic.
basically, it's an anime. It's so good.
I'm glad I caught that reference then.
I wasn't thinking of that, but I know who Yuko is when you said that. I was like, yeah, that's basically what's going on. She's the
One
very,
Mokina,
like,
two Mokina, and you stop there because there's only two.
she's essentially the elegant lady with the long smoking pipe who sits back in her chair and smokes the long smoke. I don't know.
The
Very
long
elegant.
smoke.
I don't know what to call it, but it's like, yeah. Think of Cruella de Vil.
But with
Oh,
the
I
pipe.
know.
Yeah,
Extended.
okay. Yeah. And with that, we're going to end it for today's session. Hey! Oh my god, today was so exciting! I thought it was gonna go one way, and then it went another, and oh my god.
I was really hoping
Rumpaphobia.
someone was going to try to read my mind, just so I can say no.
Oh, have you got mind lock?
I do have mind block.
Just say
nice.
no. That would have been
Well,
awesome.
actually, the way I would have described it would be like radio static.
That's pretty good.
That was fun. Alright. Any memorable moments for you guys?
Being drunk.
Being drunk.
Wait, you guys got drunk? What the hell?
No,
don't know, I
Adelfin was
think-
drunk.
Adelfin was drunk.
Oh.
He got drunk
I
at
think,
the contest because he couldn't watch it. He couldn't stay in it.
Well,
yeah.
I could, but it was a case of like, I need to... I need to do something, otherwise I'm going to go fucking bad.
Oh.
I think Edward's reaction to me saying Echo is probably my favorite part.
Echo was?
No. The way
Oh.
that Henry said Echo.
Oh! Oh, and then when Adelfin, you were like, oh, I felt that. I felt that echo.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Echo. Oh. Oh, that's a familiar feeling.
How about you, Echo? Any favorable moments today?
Man, I wish I was here, man.
It's okay. I think I did Echo well.
You know,
You-
actually, it was between that and the face you made when I rolled that 10 on the D100.
I was excited for that because I'm like, that was honestly my favorite moment when you guys decided you were going to use the warp drive to like go through the. Basically, you opened up a wormhole to get to where you needed to go. It's a wormhole drive, and you just open it up and you show up where you need to be instantly, pretty much, or at least within an hour. But
By the way, bonus points to anyone who understands the reference. Warp drive ready. It's a very obscure one, I'll tell you that.
It's
Not
not
sure.
Spaceballs. What's the other one?
Not a film.
It's not a film. Oh, okay.
Not a film.
It's a
Oh,
game.
that is not the one I'm thinking of.
It is from a game, yes, but not a game that you think it would be from.
I'm not going to bother guessing.
It's actually from Bejeweled.
Bejeweled.
Yes.
Weird.
Because when I don't remember which
Wouldn't
one
have
it
guessed it.
is, but when you reach a certain point, you like move on to the next board, and it goes warp drive ready, and then it does this weird like warp
Weird.
effect, and then you get a new board.
Huh. Weird. But yeah, I definitely have to say my favorite moment was the, it was definitely, well, there were obviously a couple. It was the Henry saying Echo in the stop interrupting kind of the way.
With
And I was
that
like,
tone,
oh.
Echo, shut up.
Yeah. It's like, oh no.
Echo?
Then there was but I definitely have to say the crystal flying past the ship and landing on the ship, or landing on the surface of the planet. That was my favorite moment today. Rolling that 10, and I was like, oh, I'm excited to see what you guys do with that, because now you know that that's a thing.
The White Stone of Legend, is it a Blue Eyes White Dragon?
Yeah, let's find out.
Really, dude? Really?
Oh,
Yes,
God.
really.
Really? You went there with that?
Of course I would.
Fucking hell, mate.
Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining today's stream. We will be back tomorrow on Games and Tea over here. Edward, right here.
Hi!
We got some Scarlet Guard tomorrow.
We do.
Yeah, I'm excited.
We do.
Because now we're going
You
to
can
Pretty
try.
Pretty Pangolin! That's a name. We're trying to go there. We haven't made it yet, but yeah. We'll see what happens.
Man, Jeff makes the most
Amazing
weirdest-
names ever.
Yeah, sure, we could say that.
But yes, once again, thank you guys so much for joining. If you'd like to see any past stuff I've done, including games or like recordings, streams, and I do plan on putting these on YouTube. I gotta start doing this. We're 30 episodes in and I haven't put one on yet, but it's all about me. Like, I gotta make thumbnails, and that's what I think might be the hardest part. But I think I could do it. I just gotta make myself do
Yeah, you
it
can.
the time. Yeah,
Believe in yourself. You can do it.
yeah, I could do it. I've done it before. Especially with GIMP 2.0. But yes, you can
Yeah,
go
guess where it's at.
find my YouTube right there. And if you'd like to join the Discord and see all the fun stuff we do there, including talk about Pokemon tabletop stuff and potentially throw in... I'm planning on putting past characters I've made Hero Forge images for into there so that you guys can see all the past characters they've met. Usually if I make a Hero Forge image for it, they're probably going to either be slightly important, or I just felt like it'd be cool to have a Hero Forge image for them, and even if they never make them again, but or see them again. But yes, let's go see if anyone is live. It's Wednesday. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes there's not a lot on, but sometimes we see a Jeff.
Bob and Wade are playing Call of Duty, apparently.
I see that, yeah.
Prop
Oh, so
hunt
is
for
Ryan,
charity.
yeah. They're playing prop hunt for charity? Okay, we might have to go see them do prop hunt. Wade or my scrim? Wade or Bob?
Roll for it.
Okay.
Roll for that immersion.
Okay. Below 50 Bob, above 50 immersion. We're gonna raid me again. Wade. Bob it is. Alright. Ooh, double 22. It's a crit! No. But yeah, so let me just go in there quick and mute myself. Okay, cool. Sweet! Alright, here we go. Whoops. Wrong button. Do / raid. Whisker. There we go. Alright. So yes, once again, like I said, thank you all so much for joining. We'll be back on Edward's Games and Tea tomorrow at 11 a.m. CST my time. If you want to tell them your time, because I know
11
Schooly
a.m.
Jeez. I know Schooly is in Europe, so if you want to say what time we're at, Edward.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, for tomorrow.
Tomorrow we are at 6 p.m. Central European time. So
Yeah.
work that out for yourselves.
Of course. Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining. This has been Roll for Immersion, and we roll the immersion to you. See you later.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Have a good day.